Happy Monday, guys. It's your boy Stas here. Cheers, by the way. Got that Starbucks on deck to kick off this week as stocks, believe it or not, are moving. Yes, you heard that right. After Friday's bloodbath, we are up across the board. S&P, Dow, NASDAQ, Russell, and SoFi's up over 2%. And if you guys saw Friday after the bell, I don't know if you guys saw it. If you didn't, we'll cover it now. SoFi went to $25 per share. So we closed at 25, or actually 26, 20, 30-ish. And then we went down another dollar after the bell. And now we're recovering a little bit. So we have to go over the charts, go over what I'm looking to do, the indices, stocks I'm looking at in general. But first, guys, come on, hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. Join the Patreon for my real-time portfolio updates. We post those every single week, twice a week. I actually just posted one earlier today. Make sure you guys join that. Again, link down below, also pinned in the comments, and let's just dive into it, man. So we are seeing a great rebound for the stock market. Let me run through the indices quickly before we break down SoFi. SPY is up 1.5% right now. QQQ's up about 2%, doing the best out of the indices. Actually, no, I lied. The Russell is, the Russell is up 2.5%. Big move for the Russell as the Dow, 1.3% for the Dow in the green. So we're bouncing back. But we're not fully breaking out. And honestly, I don't think this is necessarily, going to be a V-shaped recovery right back to all-time highs. I don't see it, and the charts are not pointing to that yet. You know what I mean? The Dow, even though it's up on the day, it's still well within this downtrend on the 5-day, 5-minute. Same thing here on SPY, you know what I mean? Still making these lower lows, lower highs, and the reality is this is just a relief rally, a dead cat bounce, a bull trap, a sucker's rally, whatever you want to call it. That is kind of what I think it is at this point in time. This is not a V-shaped recovery back to all-time highs. I just don't think it is. It might be, though. Who knows? But I think it's too early. I think it's too early for us to just go right back to highs, especially with the risk of us getting more bad news regarding China, the U.S. this week. You know what I mean? It's just Monday. It's only Monday. The week just started, guys, and you know how Trump is. You know how that goes on Twitter, So who knows what's going to happen? So I'm not too convinced. And yes, I did put a good amount of money in my, portfolios. I sold some, put options last week. So I have some cash. Ready to go to buy the dip. But I didn't buy the dip too aggressively yet. That's what I'm doing. And of course, I'll keep you guys updated. And if we do get, in my opinion, when we get the next leg down, that's what I'm looking to strike. If we do something like this, right? If you guys look at SPY here, we hit 646 Friday after the bell. Now we're at 662. If we start dumping back down to 660, under 660, 650s, right? That's when I'm going to start, looking to buy the dip. But for now, I think this is a bull trap. I don't want to get suckered into it. And the same thing, let's go to SoFi here. The same thing, honestly, goes for SoFi. If you guys take a look here on the 30-minute chart, SoFi hit $30 on Friday morning. We had a big move Friday morning, only to then dump down aggressively. And look at this price action. This does not look good, man, for the bulls in the short term. We went from $30 down to about $25. That was a 16% drop. Then we recovered, right, up to about $27.50, $28 a share. That was this morning, and notice what happened. We didn't break through the 180 SMA. We didn't go through there to start going towards 30 again. We actually got rejected. We put in a lower high, right? And yeah, it looks like the bears are gaining an edge. You know what I mean? Or not even an edge, but they're in charge in the very short term as of right now, as of this video. So yeah, I don't think we're going to get, like I said, a huge breakout yet on SoFi. And honestly, I think the overall market breakout right now is a sucker's rally. But who knows? You can't take that as 100% fact. We don't know what's going to happen in the future, but something's telling me, yeah, we're putting in these lower highs, dumping back under the moving averages on the 30-minute chart. Something's telling me there's a little more downside to be had in the overall market, SoFi as well, or maybe not necessarily downside for SoFi, but I think it needs to, it seems like it wants to trade sideways a little bit, or maybe to $25, $26. So maybe a little more downside, but ultimately, if it trades sideways, I would not be surprised. This is not a setup here for a big breakout as of yet, and of course I'll update you all on these charts, and we'll do breakdowns. So make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell, follow along depending on what platform you're watching this. I appreciate all of you for tuning in. As always, cheers. I even got a Starbucks today, guys. Well, it wasn't my decision really. My wife was like, and she's 8 months pregnant, so it's like we do whatever she wants. So and she was like, Stas, I want Starbucks today, and I'm like, all right, honey, let's go get Starbucks. And usually, I go there and they screw my orders up. And you guys know I'm not the biggest fan of Starbucks, but I actually got a pretty good drink today. I got the tall pumpkin cream cold brew. So if you guys haven't gotten a cold brew, it's the way to go. It's like essentially it's I think it's like 2 shots of espresso. It's like black coffee with a little cold foam on top, like a pumpkin cold foam. Not bad. I'm advertising for Starbucks now, guys, clearly. Cheers. I appreciate you all for tuning in. But yeah, that's fun. Happy Monday. But yeah, at this point, man, markets, I'm not trusting it. That's the gist of it. I'm not trusting it. I have cash I'm sitting on, and I'm ready to buy the dip. But I'm not buying this pop. And the VIX, let's go through this quickly. The VIX is down 9.5% on the day. So we are down on the day on the VIX, but still, obviously, the VIX is breaking out. And the metals, guys, oh my God, the metals today. Silver, 6.5%, 7% in the green. Silver is going bananas, $50 per ounce right now. And are you surprised? You shouldn't be. You shouldn't be surprised, especially if you've been watching my content, guys, because I've been pounding the table on silver since, $30 an ounce, 35 an ounce? Was talking about it weeks ago at 40, 45 an ounce. I mean, this is not surprising. And if you look at the monthly chart, yeah, you see that? Cup and handle. Beautiful. This shows more upside to come on silver. That's the reality. It looks like it wants to go over 50 an ounce. It's already over 50 an ounce. It looks like it wants to go mid-high 50s. Who knows where it's going to go, because we just hit an all-time high on silver for the first time in 50 freaking years? It's like, come on, dude. 50 years. Yeah, you heard that right. 50 years. Insane. But yeah, silver's ripping, gold's ripping, everything's ripping. But yeah, again, I'm not too convinced. And look at these stocks, man. Some of these stocks today, oh my goodness, man. OKLO. What is going on with this thing? I mean, dude, OKLO up another 15% today. And actually, look, This is what we talked about. We talked about this, I believe, on Friday last time, or whenever it was. Last time I covered this stock, I said, look, I think we could get another pop. And here we are, 13%. And I said, guys, if we get that pop, I'm going to short it. I'm going to buy puts, or at least consider it. Yeah, I'm considering it. Here I am considering it, because this, we had a cup and handle on OKLO. Clear as day. I mean, look, we can see it here if I zoom in. Cup, handle, that played out to a T, right? Now we're breaking out, 13%. But I think we're just getting way overbought. And if this thesis of mine works out, where I think this is a bull trap, a sucker's rally, we get a drop in the short term on the S&P, Dow, NASDAQ, Russell, guess what's coming down? OKLO. Yes, OKLO will come down in that scenario. And it's already come down a good chunk on the day. I mean, look, we hit 173. So this would have been the time to really start to buy some puts. I kind of missed the timing there. Now it's at 167. So it is down a little bit from where it was. But still, man, it is unbelievably overbought. If we get in any scenario where the market drops, 5%, OKLO is going to get nailed. And you could be like, Stas, it didn't go down when the market crashed Friday. It's up from where it was, or whatever. You get my point. It went up during the market crash. I don't care. Eventually, if the market were to come down a decent amount, OKLO is going to get nailed, man. And even if it doesn't, what do you think is going to happen here? Eventually, people are going to lock in profits like crazy. If you think this is going to go to $200 and sustain $200 a share as a pre-revenue company, it's just not going to happen. It's going to see a massive drawdown similar to what we got a couple weeks ago. Last time we got a big pullback, it got to 145, 150, and it went all the way down to 104. That was a massive 30% drop. I think we're going to get something similar to that. I think OKLO could go to 175, 180, sure. But then it's going to see a pull down to like 115, 120, 110, 35% drawdown. And I think that's where the money is going to be made. But the timing needs to be right. So that's what I'm trying to nail down. I'm eyeing up puts on OKLO right now. I might be playing with fire, guys. I don't know. You let me know in the comments, but I'm keeping it real. That's what I'm looking to do now. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button, subscribe, join the Patreon for my real-time portfolio updates every single week. There's a Discord as well. We post everything, guys, trades I'm making, investments, options, moves, and we're doing it big, man. We're putting $500 a week. I just deposited $2,000 on Friday in that portfolio as well. We're blowing it up in a good way. So if you want to see how I build a portfolio, link down below on Patreon, pin in the comments, or go to stassurfs.com/Patreon. And with that being said, cheers. I'll see you in the next video.